Is to the street where fact and entertainment meet. I am your host HG, and okay, we got everything popping. Let me hit this Twitter, not Twitter. So we are streaming on all platforms. We're streaming on TikTok, we got Twitch, and we got YouTube, and we got X, formerly known as Twitter. So yeah, man, we got to talk about it. We got to talk about it. Man, it's on and popping in hip hop. It's cracking right now. Matter of fact, oh shit, I can't even. Let me make sure my sound is good. Man, it's on and popping it. Yep. We are. We up. We. Man, let's get into it. Let's get into it. So it's officially been dropped. Everybody been waiting on the Drake reply. We seen what happened. We seen what happened with J. Cole and the epic the epic apology. The epic apology from J. Cole. Drop a diss, then recants it. That's the first time this has been done in hip hop. The first time. The link is in the chat. Make sure y'all come in and view your opinions on this. Because now there's no more beating around the bush. Kendrick has to reply. J. Cole has gracefully bowed out. Rick Ross has stepped up. The biggest boss. He has replied. What's going on? Hip hop is back. And this isn't one of them platforms where you can come on here and express whatever you want to express. But at the end of the day, over here, we embrace the battle. We embrace the foundation of hip hop. We're not on that, we're not looking for violence. We're not looking for none of that. We're not looking for Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, Rick Ross, or Drake to get into any physical altercations of any sort whatsoever. But shit talking and lyrical ability and musicality, I don't know, I ain't even pronouncing that right. How good you can put a song together, all that matters. All that matters. And we want to see who can outdo each other. This is like any other sport. And Drake has officially dropped with Push Up and Give Me 50. Drop and Give Me 50. Now, I ain't gonna lie. I was banging that Future like that. And when Kendrick came on, it was official. It was official. I was like, yeah, K Dot is back. He's back. He's back and he want blood. He took the first person shooter as sneak dissing, which when you kind of break it down, they both throwing some shots up in there. And then not only are they throwing very subliminal shots up in there, they are also kind of boxing him out of being one of the top contenders in this. You know what I'm saying? And we all know Kendrick get busy. We know J. Cole get busy. And we know Drake get busy. And we know Drake probably is nationally or probably internationally a little bit more popular than both of the two. But I don't know. I've been doing a lot of statistics, and a lot of times not a lot of times, but it's been a few moments where Kendrick has dropped and outshined Drake in certain aspects. So far as consistency, though, we know Drake is that guy because Kendrick has been like, he pops in and out. He's been doing things more traditionally in a sense, maybe a little bit more in the background than traditional, because back in the days, you would get one album a year. One album a year. Kendrick, I don't think, dropped the album in 2-3 years, something like that. So, but Drake has officially dropped one, and it's fire. It's fire. Like, is this something that Kendrick can't outdo? I wouldn't say that. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't say that. I got my man, a Mind Over Matter hopping in, but something's going on with his connection, so he's not ready yet. But Drake dropped it. He ready. It's on and cracking. And Rick Ross came in And now what's going on? Like, you know, Drake came at a lot of people on this disc. He came at Rick Ross. He came at Kendrick. He kind of just pushed J. Cole to the side, like, get out the way, dude. You in the way. You know what I'm saying? We ain't recanting. We ain't apologetic. You know, we with it. You know what I'm saying? So give me one moment. You there, Mind Over Matter? Can you hear me? Hit that like button. We are on Twitch. We are on TikTok. We are on YouTube. And we are on X, formerly known as Twitter. Make sure y'all like, subscribe. Let's run this Twitch up because this is my first time on Twitch. So let's run it up. Let's run it up. Let's run it up. You know what I'm saying? I'm someone that stems from the south side of Chicago. Been making music for multiple years. Don't do it like that no more, but still have the lyrical ability and still at times have my creativity. I can't hear you, Mind Over Matter, if you're there. So, you know, I understand the essence of hip hop. I was born in 1983. 1983, that makes me 41 years old. I understand the foundation of hip hop. That's why I embrace the lyrical exercise and sparring and battling. That is the foundation of hip hop. See, a lot of y'all, you know, are younger, and it's okay. You know, everyone's not going to history check everything that they like about hip hop. But if you go back into your history, battling has always been a part of the culture. And for anyone's coming here talking about with the J. Cole situation, as a person, he can do whatever he want to do. If he feels more comfortable with retracting his diss record from the, you know, you can retract it, but you know, it's out there. You already did it. You know what I'm saying? But if he wants to get up out the way, ceasefire, cool. However, in the language of hip hop, in the sport of hip hop, you have technically taken yourself out of the top lyricists. You know, you're just gonna do whatever you do, and then the fans that like you and all that stuff is cool. You cannot be placed in the top of anything lyrically. You can be like just on a general aspect for, you know, a subjective aspect of people who just want to, who like J. Cole, like me. Like right now, no, is he top 3? No. Is he top 5? No. Now, is he top 3 or top 5? If we just want to say who's a better song musically and stuff, yeah, he's in that debate, but he's already pulled himself away. So it's like, you know, if you're not gonna ball against nobody, then we can't really say you're better than anybody because you're not participating. If Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant was playing a one-on-one and Kobe Bryant, you know, God bless the dead, or LeBron or whoever started playing the game, and then in the middle of the game they quit and say, I don't want to play no more, we can't consider you the best. You gave up and quit. So cool, that's your decision as a man, that's your decision as an artist. But at the same time, let me see if I can get my mans up in here. But at the same time, you can't talk that GOAT talk no more. You can't talk that GOAT talk no more. We got 63 people in the live. If you on Twitch, make sure you follow, subscribe. If you on YouTube, follow, subscribe. I put the link in there. Anyone is welcome to state their opinion on Ears to the Street with Factor Entertainment. Me, I'm HG. I got the homie Mind Over Matter up in here. He's in a remote spot in Louisiana, so his connection may not be as strong. We may get him, we may not get him, but he has a lot of insight on this information. But as you see, he keeps dropping out, so we don't know if we're gonna get Mind Over Matter tonight. But however, so with J. Cole, you know, he's ixnay on this. He bowed out cool. You know, I felt bad for J. Cole because it's like you're the first person in hip hop to ever do that. No one has ever did that. Like no one has ever did it, like got dissed and got a shot through at him in a song, which is Kendrick on Like That with Future. You do a reply 2 days later or a day later, however long it took. Honestly, the reply, you know, it wasn't garbage, but it didn't have no oomph to it. You know what I'm saying? The beat wasn't really a good selection. You know, he's a good lyricist, so the things he was saying didn't sound bad, but the way he delivered it was like a lackluster attempt. And if you know what, if his heart wasn't in it, cool. A mistake that I felt he made is if your heart is not in it, you shouldn't have dropped nothing. You shouldn't have dropped nothing. You should have just not responded and left it alone. But with responding then recanting, it kind of, you know, that backpedaling, it kind of, I can see why after that he's had a barrage of MCs coming at him, because it's like, bro, you just opened up yourself to attack because now wolves sense fear. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how the game go. Wolves sense fear. And now no one came at J. Cole before he apologized. No one came at J. Cole before he apologized. You know what I'm saying? No one. No one came at him before he apologized. Now, since he's apologized, Simba then came at him. Some other dude, one of my homies sent me a track and came at him. 3D Naughty, old girl from rapper, lyricist, dope MC, 3D Naughty from Louisiana then came at him. And she like known in the game. She's independent. But you know, but he's had artists coming at him since then. And it's like, damn, bro, you know, it is what it is. Like, to me, it's a blemish on a good run he was having, because he basically had a perfect run so far. And this is a hiccup in his career right here. You know, and you know, I don't fault him. It is what it is. I still think he's an amazing lyricist and makes great music. You know what I'm saying? I always wondered, like, who was the best between Kendrick and J. Cole. I never put Drake in that category because lyrically, I don't think Drake is on the same level as them. However, musically, Drake is on the same level as them. So, and Drake is dope as fuck musically. You know what I'm saying? They both dope as fuck musically too, but I think they got more of the edge lyrically. You see what I'm saying? So that's the difference. But with K-Dot and Kendrick, unmute your mic. Unmute your mic, Mind Over Matter. Your mic is muted. I always felt Kendrick had the slight advantage over J. Cole. You know what I'm saying? I think J. Cole is naturally has more lyrical ability, but I think Kendrick has more ferociousness. And I'll always go with someone as talented as both of they are. I think Kendrick just has the edge with ferociousness, and I think that's what's gonna possibly get him with Drake, because Drake is witty and he's musically there, but I just think the intensity that Kendrick Lamar brings is gonna outshadow Drake. You know, that's just my personal opinion right now. But that drop and give me 50, that shit heat. If I was Kendrick, I'd be like, okay, all right, you know what I'm saying? I ain't saying Kendrick worried, but you gotta come official, Kendrick, because if you don't come, if Kendrick reply is not up to par to where's either matching, dropping, give me 50, or he slightly got the edge. Somebody, it got to be a winner. So, you know, we got to see who it's gonna be. I think we might got you, Mind Over Matter. If you are in the chat, you are welcome to come in. Also, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. Run me up. We ain't, you know, we had a hiatus on Ears to the Street. A lot of y'all been eating. I'm like Frank White. I'm back now. Don't know nickel bags get sold in the park unless I know about it. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of dudes talking on hip hop that ain't even really artists. You never been artists, never been in the studio, basically just watching niggas and shit, which is cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm not knocking nobody. Yeah, you got to unmute your mic. If there's a way you can unmute it, text me if you're having any issues. So, getting back to it, Drake drops, boom. the flow is nice on there, and you could tell he got a lot of information about different things. And then, you know, like, man, like he went in on this one. He went in on this one. Now, in a sense, based off Rick Ross hopping in and some of the stuff that Drake said, maybe this situation, I wanted to stay lyrical. I think it should stay lyrical. You know, but in that Drake song, you kind of hear, you know, him mentioning to dudes' baby mamas and stuff like that. And like we know in hip hop, that's a possibility. That goes back with Tupac and Biggie. First off, fuck you, you already know what it is. And then we still had that same situation with Nas and Jay-Z, with Jay-Z messing with Nas' baby mama. So, you know, we already know ain't no shots gonna be held when it comes to rap battles. You know what I'm saying? But as competitive professionals of hip hop, the sport and industry, you know, I'm always looking for it to keep it straight rap. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, if ain't nobody putting no hands on nobody in real life, then at the end of the day, it should all stay in music. But, you know, does things like this have the potential to go over? Yeah, it's a possibility. Anything's possible. You know what I'm saying? So maybe that's why J. Cole backed out. It is what it is. You know, I'm kind of disappointed in J. Cole because he's never been tested in his career by another artist, and he was throwing little shots himself. And then when Kendrick came at you, you drop lackluster, and then you recant. So I'm like, damn, bro, you kind of dropped the ball on that one. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, you know, so I think he dropped the ball. But Drake ready. Drake came with his Mitchell and Ness song with his Jordans on. He ready to ball. Like, what's up, Kendrick? And not only that, he dissed Future. He disses Metro Boomin. He disses Rick Ross. He disses the basketball player. Like, I ain't too heavy onto the sports. I gotta step my sports watching up. You know what I'm saying? Because I see I'm gonna have to just get back on that. And I played ball before. You know what I'm saying? Went to Thornwood High School. You know where Eddie Curry from, center that used to play for the Chicago Bulls. You know, ran a couple scrimmages with him, you know, back in the Thornwood days on some summer camp type shit. You know, nothing major. You know, I didn't hoop like that, but you know, I did, you know, do a little hooping back in the day and shit. So hopping back into sports is nothing new for me. You know what I'm saying? Used to be an avid watcher of it, but then kind of just fell off doing other shit. You know what I'm saying? Didn't have as much interest in it. But hip hop, that's the sport I played. You know what I'm saying? And didn't make it to that level, but I played the game enough. You know, I'm one of the street legends. You know what I'm saying? Chicago, but it's niggas in Chicago that was a lot more established and had got a lot more notoriety than I ever got. And I got some songs with some guys. You know what I'm saying? However, when will Kendrick Lamar drop? When he gonna drop? He ain't got long, cause Like That came out no more than a week ago. Week and a half at the most. That song ain't been out here that long. And J. Cole came, boom, he put a dud out. He's out the picture. Push him to the side. Drake come, drop. And it's fire. It's fire. He got a couple lines in there. Little, you know, they like the way he was laying is dope. You know what I'm saying? Couple shits up in there. I'm like, dude, you tripping, you know, like break a nail and shit. But the way he flip it is dope. But you know, you niggas say I got my nails done, don't make me chip a nail. Like that's some female shit. But you know what I'm saying? But the way he deliver it is dope. You know what I'm saying? It was witty and it was clever and shit. But he even makes mention to Kendrick Lamar's wife. Now I don't, you know, in hip hop, there's a chance, you know, you gotta keep your shit tight. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't gonna be no punches. It ain't gonna be no punches that ain't gonna be thrown. So any way a person could get the edge on you, they are gonna say it in hip hop beef. So you gotta make sure your shit is tight. He's saying Top Dog. You know, Kendrick Lamar is is signed with Top Dog Entertainment. Top Dog is an actual person. you know, and we have to understand when he say drop and give me 50, Top Dog wants you to drop and give me 50. He's also talking about and mentioned to Kendrick Lamar's contract with TDE, and basically trying to say you got to give up 50% of, you know, whatever you bring in. Top Dog get 50% of that. Now, I don't know how true that is. I've never seen none of Kendrick Lamar's paperwork on his contracts. I don't know if he's just saying that, you know, just shooting shots at him, or if it's actually true. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? Who knows? You know? But you know, niggas gonna talk in hip hop, niggas gonna talk that money talk. That's just what it is. You see Rick Ross when he said in his Champagne Moments, you know, we got more money than you, 50 million for the crib. You know what I'm saying? I just seen that the house, the mansion that Drake has, I think is maybe like worth 6 million, something like that. You know what I'm saying? So they talking big numbers. Drake is saying, nigga, I'm booking in Tokyo. I'm booking in Japan. You know what I'm saying? I'm international. You niggas is not out. You niggas is not out the States. You ain't as popular as me. You know what I'm saying? You ain't getting as much money as me. And then Drake is like, nigga, basically, I'm smashing all y'all women. Like, it's like, nigga, I'm smashing y'all chicks. You niggas is mad because I'm smashing y'all chicks. You know what I'm saying? You take it, who knows? Who knows what's going on with that? You know, it's a lot of stuff in Drake's Drop and Give Me 50 is given mention to, like, what I like about it, and a lot of people was debating, is it AI? You know what I'm saying? And I think it's real because the information in it is it seems like it's only information you would know if you're in the know. You know what I'm saying? If you're in the know, you would know certain names. You would know, you know what I'm saying? Like when he say I be with some bodyguards like Whitney, you know, Kendrick Lamar wife is named Whitney. So it's something deeper behind all that. Now I don't have all the facts, and a lot of this is just internet stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's only so much I can say. And the way I do my media, like, you know, I want to, like, well, this is what fact and entertainment meet. So it has to be factual, and then we try to keep it entertainment over here. But you know, I it's only so much I could do, and it's only so much I'll put out there. And if it's something I'm putting out there, I'm gonna say I don't know the 100% facts on it. It's just hearsay at this point. You know, it's nothing that's been confirmed. You know, but I seen some stuff made mention to where, you know, Kendrick wife might have did something with somebody. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I have no proof of this whatsoever. I don't know if it's public knowledge. I don't know. I didn't try to Google it. You know, it was just hearsay based off other channels that I've been watching that elaborate on these situations a little bit more. You know, so, you know, man, Drake just dropped. You know, it's hot. It's hot. You know what I'm saying? I actually like the leaked version better than the original version. I think the leaked version, like, you could tell like they was still getting the beat there and it wasn't quite there. Now the finished product, it do hit hard, but I was kind of digging the leaked version where it was kind of, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like they were going in a certain direction with the beat that I like more than where they ended up with this beat. That's the official diss tape or diss song release. You know, that's just my personal thing. But the one that's finished is still hard. It's still hard. It's still hard. And the way he flipping it up in there, you know, he throwing a little comedy up in there. You know, he's saying Rick Ross, get out my business. Yeah, it's hard, man. So, you know, now we just waiting on K-Dot. You know, I don't think K-Dot is gonna, I don't think he's gonna not live up to the challenge. You know, I don't know. I'm trying to see who, like, right now, if you ask me who you going with, HG, like who you going with right now, you heard like that, you know that shit is tight, a tight 16. You know what I'm saying? He just threw a shot at niggas. And then you got Drake, who just dropped a couple shots like boo, 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 boo. Now you got to see, okay, what K-Dot gonna come back with? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, he definitely has the ability. It's just a matter of picking the right beat, saying the right thing, delivering it the right way, and we'll see what that reaction is. You know what I'm saying, from the crowd that's waiting to see it. I would probably go with K Dot on this one though. I probably gotta go with K Dot. I think K Dot might get the edge on this. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you just had to ask me right now who I'm going with, I'm saying K Dot. But this drop and give me 50. This ain't, I don't think this like no, I think that song is hard enough to where it's like it ain't just no walk in the park. Like, you gotta come official. Like, Drake gotta hit him. He ain't gotta like blow the spot up, but he got to send some lethal shots to make Drake have to come back. Or he could pull an ether. Did Jay-Z, after Nas dropped Ether, did Jay-Z come back and do something else? I think he did Super Ugly, right? And like, no one was trying to hear that shit. Like, it was over. Once Ether dropped, it was like there was nothing that Jay could come out with that could top Ether. And I think Jay tried to do the Super Ugly thing. I think he went a little bit more private with the bars, but it's like Ether just killed it all. So Kendrick gotta do that. I don't think right now, Drop and Give Me 50 is an Ether to Kendrick. I don't think it's that strong, but it's strong now. It's strong. But you know, we will see. If Kendrick drop and it ain't stronger than Drop and Give Me 50, then shit, nigga. Like, like Drake won. You know, so Drake, you know, this is the thing. Kendrick, I don't think. Well, Kendrick didn't talk this shit and motherfuckers and said some shit, but then recanted. Like, I seen one video where like everybody that had an issue with Kendrick didn't apologize in some shape, form, or fashion, or then said something about him. They came back and like, nah. So, you know, people definitely respect Kendrick. You know, I think Drake respects Kendrick, but it just came to a head. Like Drake said in the song, you dropping that song ain't what started the beef. This shit been brewing up, and now I'm heating up. This shit been brewing. Now I'm like he said, now I'm heating up. So yeah, man, Kendrick got to come with it. Now the Rick Ross song, Champagne Moments. I mean, it wasn't. It was like more of a statement song. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like musically. It wasn't like just overwhelming. Like, I thought it was all that. I don't think that song is better than Drop and Give Me 50. You know, he did hit on some points with the being you know, because since he's black and white, since he's biracial, trying to hang around the niggas and be cool with us. And early in your career, you wanted to be down with us, and you was just the little like white boy that we let kick it with you. You could sing, you had some talent, and we put you on our songs, and we you know what I'm saying, and we, you know, when we came up with some good music and stuff. But now maybe you getting a little bit too big for your britches, because you've been consistently being a hit maker, and your career has grew over the years, and now maybe you think you too bigger than us now, when at one time Rick Ross was was bigger than Drake. You know what I'm saying? So, and that happens, egos, popularity, and respect is always got to be maintained. So, Rick Ross is just his song was just more like, nigga, like, stop it. We getting more money than you. You always wanted to hang around us. You need to send Lil Wayne and Jay Prince some more bread since you making all this money. Did you really compensate them for putting you on and looking out for you and kind of big brothering you into the game? You know what I'm saying? Also, you got a nose job and you got a stomach BBL. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's funny, isn't it? Rick Ross been going in on Instagram talking about he got a BBL stomach and stuff and a nose job. And it looked like Drake got a nose job, but I mean, I guess image, you got to do what you got to do. I don't know. I'm always a firm believer in accept what God gave you, but shit. Guess I don't know. His nose was a little crazy at first. You know what I'm saying? He had kind of like a pig snout. You know what I'm saying? Now he got the eagle joint. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just talking shit. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You had a nose job. You had a nose job. Like, That's just, it is what it is. But yeah, what else, man? Like, man, the stuff Drake was saying on that song is it's crazy, because it's like you got to do more research to understand exactly what everything he's talking about, because he's mentioning some names like I don't know. Like, I had to look up Whitney. Like, damn, why he say that? Like, was that just a play on words with Whitney and Bodyguard? But then I looked it up and I'm like, damn, Kendrick Lamar baby mama is Whitney. And then supposedly, allegedly, she might have had an affair with the bodyguard of somebody or something. I don't even know how true that is, but this is just what's on the internet. This is just what's on the internet. You know, if you're on TikTok, make sure y'all follow. Everybody follow, subscribe, run me up. Let's get it. You know what I'm saying? Ears to the Street is back. We was on a hiatus, but we are back. We got like 101 people in the live. Make sure y'all subscribe on Twitch. Let's run it up. Let's run it up. Let's run it up. You know what I'm saying? I got the link in the comments. You are welcome to come and voice your opinions. Now, this is one thing that I spoke about a couple days ago in regards to a lot of people feeling like this is some negative, detrimental thing. And I just want to tell y'all, battling has always been a part of the hip-hop culture. You cannot, but this is something else too. With J. Cole recanting, I asked the question, is this going to be a new thing that you can do in hip-hop and it's accepted? Where you can, you know, someone attack you lyrically, musically, you respond, and then recant 2 days later and everything's okay and we just wash our hands of it? Like, is that something that we're allowing now in hip-hop? To me, that shit corny as fuck. But is that something we align? Because I see a lot of people like defending J. Cole with this. I'm not defending J. Cole with this. And I'm not mad at him for doing it, but it's like, bro, like, no, this is hip-hop. If someone challenges you, you have two options, either to respond or not respond. In the history of hip-hop, I don't know one person who responded and then recanted. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and recanted. You know what I'm saying? Like, even with the Tupac thing, when he dissed Nas, and then him and Nas had a conversation, then he said he was going to take it off the album, but then he got killed and it went to the album. That's different, because if he would have took the song off the album before anybody heard it. You know what I'm saying? We actually heard the J. Cole diss. He put it out. So is that a new thing of hip hop now? Like, J. Cole is very influential. You know what I'm saying? J. Cole has been holding the game down. Has been one of the top artists in hip hop for the last 10 years. He's raised a generation of children out here. And when someone that's influential like him does that, that kind of puts in the mind to other people that want to come up, rappers under him, that's going to say, well, I could do a diss record, then recant it 2 days later and woo woo. And it's like, is that going to be the norm now? I don't know about that. I don't know about that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's good for hip hop. I don't think battling and it turning into violence is good for hip hop either. So, you know, I'm playing a fine line with this, you know, and this is different. I think this is really more lyrical. You know what I'm saying? I don't think this is real street stuff. This isn't like Chicago drill. You know what I'm saying? Me being from Chicago, I understand what Chicago drill shit is. Like, these are street beefs that are being rapped about. You know what I'm saying? It's two different things. You know what I'm saying? Like, if no one from Chicago, or like all these dudes out of Chicago, and like I don't even know half of them. I haven't lived in Chicago in 5 years. You know what I'm saying? So, but I moved when I was 35, so I was already a grown man when I moved. So this ain't no situation where like, oh, you wasn't raised. No, nigga, I'm from Chicago, was raised in Chicago. I moved 5 years ago. I moved when I was 35. I'm 41 right now, actually. So, no, so I understand Chicago culture, and what I'm saying about the difference in those battles, in those situations, which are not battles to me. Those are street beefs that are being rapped about. If none of the dudes in Chicago, you know, with all the shootings and stuff, if none of them ever rap, the shootings would still happen. The shootings would still happen. You know what I'm saying? So this Drake and Kendrick thing, you know what I'm saying, is and J. Cole thing and Rick Ross thing is a little different. It seems like it's just music. You know, it may be some personal things that did transpire between both camps that, you know, people are not happy about, especially when you're talking about niggas' baby mamas, smashing niggas' girlfriends, flying your chick out. This is shit Drake saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, does that have the potential to turn into something serious? Of course it does. But as of right now, it doesn't seem like it's that. I'm not worried about that. I don't think none of the artists are worried about that. J. Cole might have been worried about that. You know what I'm saying? That's probably why he bagged out. Maybe he seen something was a little more serious. Or maybe he just felt, and that's the thing. It's like we all like J. Cole, and I find myself being sympathetic to him in a sense. But fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't put yourself as the GOAT no more. He said in first person shooter, I feel like Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali always said he was the greatest. He never said, oh no, that guy. He always talked shit and pop shit and said, no, I'm the greatest. And Muhammad Ali arguably is the greatest boxer to ever do it. If you talking about who's the greatest boxer, Muhammad Ali will be in that conversation. Now, if you talk about who's the greatest artist, rapper, you would probably get J. Cole in that category, but he just kind of demoted himself. Like, it's like you're out the conversation now. We're always going to say you're a dope artist. You make great music. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, we looking at you like, you know, I think he just opened himself up for attack, and it's kind of unfortunate that he did that. Like, if I was on his side, I would have been like, bro, if you gonna respond, you definitely can't do no recanting. You know, it's not allowed, man. It's allowed because you can do what you want to do, just not gonna be taken well, and it hasn't been being taken well. Like, but you got people defending, like I seen with Jadakiss. But niggas is laughing at it, like, because it's something you don't do. So it ain't like niggas is sympathizing with you, but it's kind of like you being in high school. The halls are packed, you know, it's before first period, and someone walks up to you and smacks the shit out of you in front of the whole hallway, and what you do is you try to smack them back, but you realize like you're just outmatched, or for whatever reason your hit ain't laying right, and then you just say, hey, I don't want to fight no more. It's like, nigga, you already threw the punch. You know what I'm saying? You ain't just back out. And I feel that's what happened. I feel Kendrick smacked J. Cole, smacked Drake. J. Cole started to punch, and then midway through the punch, you know, he's like, nah, I don't want to fight, and backed away. And Drake just squared up with him like, nigga, what's up? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's on and popping with Drake and Lamar right now, but J. Cole just, you know, he out the picture. He out the picture. Rick Ross inserted himself. What that nigga Drake say? He tell Metro, shut your hoe ass, make some drums, nigga. He said, shut your whole ass and make some drums, nigga. Hey, that's a dope diss track. I can't even stunt. That shit dope. That shit, I was listening to this shit all day last night, trying to pick it apart. You know what I'm saying? Because he's mentioning names that I didn't know about. And, you know, I don't be following hip hop like that. You know what I'm saying? I haven't been as active with it like that, you know, but this is where this is where Facts Entertainment meet. You know, I've always, you know, went to college for audio engineering, several mixtape projects I didn't drop, then shot videos, then collab with some notable artists in Chicago. You know, Marvo, Coast Steel, got Phil G, got songs with these guys. You know what I'm saying? So I am definitely someone who can speak about rap beef and speak intelligently about it, and knowledgeable and very knowledgeable about it, and can bring some real healthy insight into the conversation for people who really don't keep up with it like that. 50 and Drake think he's slick. Because he sees that because he said in the song, he said, what is this, 20V versus 1? And he's battling like 20 people. So what he does strategically is put 50 Cent in the song. And the day that he dropped 50 Cent Instagram, a picture of Drake saying, y'all getting bodied by a light-skinned nigga. Very smart move. Very smart move. Because and I know 50 Cent do not fuck with Rick Ross, and he don't fuck with French Montana. He don't fuck with them two, so, like Rick Ross said in his song, you sent cease and desist to French Montana and stop this project. Now, I don't even know the scoop on that. What project was stopped? What happened? I don't know. I got to do a little bit more homework on that to see what project did he stop? So yeah, oh shit. So yeah. So we in here, man. Comment. What we got going over here on Twitter? Yeah, so if you on Twitter, not on Twitter, but on TikTok. Yeah, hop in, run up that Twitch though. Run up that Twitch and that YouTube. We own it. Run up that Twitch and that YouTube. We own it. I was watching DJ Academics, he got the exclusive for the Rick Ross diss. So he got the exclusive on that. Joe Budden had already said sources from his camp was sources from Drake's camp was telling him that Drake was dropping, and then his just dropped. So, I be looking at Joe Budden shit. I look at academic shit, because they bigger platforms. They got a lot more reach than I do. So, now I'm trying to see, will Meek hop back in? Meek lost to Drake, but now that Drake has came at Ross, will Meek Mill hop back into it to try to get a couple licks at Drake now? Or is Meek credibility? Oh, what the fuck is wrong with my pronunciation today? Credibility. Man, I'm all over the place. Will Meek hop back in, or is his credibility jeopardized because of this thing going on with Diddy? Huh? Can Meek even come out now with any type of record with this whole Diddy thing going on? And that's no disrespect. I just think he's kind of in a compromising situation in a sense where it's just like with what Diddy's going through, but it is what it is. I don't know. I'm just saying that he's coming at Rick Ross. Drake is coming at Rick Ross, and Meek Mill, I think, is still a Rick Ross artist in some shape, form, or fashion, right? Am I right about that? Y'all let me know. But I don't think Meek want no more smoke with Drake because he already lost that one. Now, let's go into Drake battles. First battle was with Common. Drake was new in the game. I think Common got the best of him because Drake wasn't really established. Common's official OG in the game. And Common, this song was dope. It was dope. Then we got who did Drake battle after that? Pusha T? No, I think it was Meek Mill. He won Meek Mill with back-to-back. And then it was Pusha T. And he lost with Pusha T. Because he never responded after. And that's the thing. And that's how this game go. once you get a diss, you get another diss, you get a diss. The person who stopped responding is naturally the loser, and Drake didn't respond back to Pusha T, and Pusha came with some heat. And he's talking about his son and all that stuff. So Drake kind of lost that one, and then now he's with Kendrick and going at J. Cole, going at a kind of slew of people at one time. Future, Kendrick, Rick Ross. Who else did he mention on the rap side in the song though? I know he mentioned the basketball player. So yeah, it's just going down. Like, to me, this is just entertaining hip hop, back and forth, musical, lyrical ability. That's what I'm excited about. I don't want to see nobody get hurt, and all that stuff. I'm not with that. You know what I'm saying? I think we've learned from with all the Chicago drill shit, with them artists getting killed all the time. You got rappers that got killed in LA, probably not necessarily from rap stuff, but like with P&B Rock, getting robbed and getting shot, so I'm definitely not nobody that's bigging up violence, but a lyrical ability and competitiveness, I'm always down for that. I would love to see, if they was in the same era, I would love to see Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant play off. They was in the same era. They played against each other. LeBron and Kobe to play. Like, I love to see that. You know what I'm saying? So I would love to see that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what we want to see. We want to see the best in the game go against each other so we can have these conversations. It's entertaining, man, in this hip-hop culture. And we all grew up under hip-hop culture. So, yeah, man, I don't know. I wish my homie Mind Over Matter could have came in. That's all I really got for y'all. We will be coming back when Kendrick Lamar drop. We will be coming back with more topics. Run me up, man. We're about to get it cracking on Ears to the Street, because ain't nobody bring it like I bring it. HG, you already know what it is. We're gonna have some dope interviews. I was just on the phone with Oskino yesterday. He's coming back on the platform. See if we can get some other people. We still talking to a lot of people in the conscious community. Dr. Inky. We still got some other people coming in. Gonna have more artists coming in. So Ears to the Street is definitely geared towards just bringing y'all fact and entertainment on all aspects. We don't just focus on hip hop. We just don't focus on consciousness. We're gonna have some shit, talking some political shit. Like, we mix it up on here. We just ain't one way on here. But it's definitely gonna be factual, and it's definitely gonna be entertaining. I am your host, HG. This was Ears to the Street. And man, until next time, make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit the subscribe button. Make sure y'all follow. Make sure y'all share the content. And if you enjoy today's content, don't be afraid to support at Ears to the Street Cashapp. Just the way it's spelled in the on any other platform. Just hit the $sign plus the way it was spelled. I just put it in the comments. Support. All the funds is used for production, bringing y'all more content, better production. We got my man's Mind Over Matter, who would be co-hosting with me sometimes. Like I said, he's in a remote place, so sometimes his connection doesn't work, but we're working on, getting him a more stable connection so he can really chime in. He has some very insightful things to bring to the table on not just hip hop, a lot of other issues, especially about conscious community and stuff like that. So, man, we out, man. HG Ears to the Street. Make sure y'all hit that like, subscribe button. We out. Peace.